Hello again, guys. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Patricia, and on this channel, we talk about life, talk about self love, relationship, and things that we learn through experiences as we go along and our growth throughout life. So, if you're new here, please remember to like this video, share it with a friend, and remember to subscribe to the channel, of course. All right. So in today's video, I'd like to share with you 5 life lessons that I have learned, over 50. And actually, I wish I'd learned them before, but it's you're always learning in life. You're always learning. And so some of them are recent. Some may have come through joy. Some came through, of course, my own experiences and maybe disappointment in people as well. So as you go through life, you will, and I'm sure some of you can resonate with what I'm saying, and I hope what I'm saying in this video will encourage someone today. So let's get started. Okay, so lesson number 1 is not everyone deserve access to you. You know, lessons that I've learned and over my 50s is that not everyone deserve unlimited access to you. When I was younger, I used to believe that if you were kind to someone and you be respectful to someone, automatically they would give you the same kindness or the same respect and so on and so forth. But I grew up with my own experience that no, it doesn't work like that. And persons will take your kindness, and some people will appreciate your kindness, of course, and some persons out there will take advantage of your kindness. So in that, I'm saying to be very careful of who your boundaries, set your boundaries as to your limit, as to how far you go to help people or to give people access to you and your personal life or your personal space. Because persons out there nowadays, and it's even worse nowadays, where you might think the person is with you, they will come. They have a saying, they come as as what is it? Wolf in sheep clothing, right? And they would come and they would be laughing with you, being kind and being kind of mirroring what you are about, and you would be there thinking, oh, finally you meet this person, whether it's a relationship or a friendship. They they will present themselves as that person that you're saying, wow, you know um you find like you can reason with that person and so on, and then later on you would be surprised to see the bitterness that the person would be carrying for you for no reason. Maybe some people might be looking and say, no reason. Yes, they absolutely no reason. You would confront them, you would sit with them to say, what is it that you have against me? And they can't speak, they can't say nothing. They start fumbling, talking about other things that is not related to the question that you're asking them. And so it would be shocking for you to know that a person or persons will just, maybe you're just peaceful, maybe. Yes. So, like I was saying, just be mindful of who you let into your space, who you have, having access to your personal life, and who you're telling stuff about your personal life to. Because recently, I had a friend, very close friend, family friend, we consider friend, where we call friend, right? And this is a male, right? And we were having a good, it's over a year. And knowing this person, knowing their family and all of that. And I was encouraging him about something. And he was doing everything, well and everything like that. And so on, by talking about stuff and relating, giving, sharing other person's experience, doing even some promotions and so on for him to build up a channel and to do some other, social media things. And I couldn't believe when I passed and heard the person talking about the exact same thing that we were keeping confidential, went out and blurted out the whole business and all of that. So I'm not going to go into detail with that, but sometimes I'm just saying that you could be doing a business, you could be doing a project together, and the project has not been finalized, and you want to continue, growing that business, and the person out of nowhere for some reason. And when I asked what was happening. They said they had a bitterness against me, and only to find out that it was because my project was, growing well. And I was so surprised. And I had to add another person intervene to say, okay, sit and talk with us too, so we can find out, just to have a mediator to see what was happening. And when they asked the question, the person could not answer. They started fumbling, talking about other stuff that was totally unrelated to what was happening. And so I just get to realize that, you know what, I am not even upset or anything. I'm just saying that as soon as you're trying to build or to grow with someone or to do something, whether it could be relationship, like I said, it could be friendship, you might be surprised at what, the results of that friendship or that relationship would turn out to be. It's like you're with your enemy. So that's lesson number 1 for me. Number 2 lesson is taking care of your health. Your health is very important, more than you even can imagine. As women in general, I used to be taking care of everybody else's, well-being except myself. You take care of family, you take care of work, you take care of, everybody else except yourself. And so as I get older, I realize the importance of good rest, good nutrition, movement, and my mental health. Rest and mental health was one of my greatest challenge. And so I have taken the, you know, opportunity to intentionally start to, look for having good rest, finding ways of getting good sleep, and also my mental health. I have sought out to speak to psychologists and to talk myself through, things that I've ignored over the years. And so it has been helping me, and that has allowed me to understand myself even more. And so I'm still in the process. It's a gradual learning for me, and it's a gradual change. But I would suggest self-care, self-love. It's truly important, and one in which we should not ignore and should try to put ourselves first. Even though you take care of your family, you take care of your responsibilities and your work and all of that, still find time to take care of number 1 person, which is myself. And that is another lesson that I believe most of the time we tend to ignore and put aside, So as you get older, try to look into that. Lesson number 3, stop waiting around for the perfect timing. There's no perfect timing in this life. So life in itself is not perfect. A lot of people waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect circumstances, their money. I need the money to do this. I'm waiting on the perfect time to start something. Just get on doing. If I was to wait on the perfect time, I wouldn't be doing a YouTube channel. I would be doing this video today. So sometimes we just have to get going and progress as you go along. I'm sure in this video I've made tons of mistakes. Maybe I wanted to say something in one way and I ended up saying it in another way. And so I learned to accept that as well, to say there's no perfect time for anything. Just do whatever you're doing now. And as you go along, things will progress as you go along. Because sometimes we sit around and we wait and years go by and you never touch that project and you never start that video and you never start that YouTube channel. So, and sometimes we do start things and we, because it's not perfect, we never go back to it. We never use it because we wanted it a certain way. That is how I learned to accept the imperfections in life and just move on with it and, be proud of what you're doing. Don't be too hard on yourself. And, whatever, learn to use what you have, use the resources that you have to do whatever you can, whatever it is that inspire you to do something, just start doing it. We're in the era of AI and technology and all these things. It can help us to get our thoughts together and, to help us to organize what we're doing. And even if you have a phone and you want to do a video, just start by recording. I used to be shy to speak to a camera by myself. I don't know what to do. But then by, practicing, I'm still not perfect, but I'm still getting there. So yes, number 3 lesson is stop waiting around for that perfect time to start a project or start doing something with yourself. Agree with me if you believe in that one, because I'm sure a lot of us can attest to that. Now, lesson we are at lesson number 4, and that is about getting older. Getting older is not something to fear, guys. Society often makes women especially feel as if aging is something negative, right? But honestly, I should say for myself, some of my greatest growth comes with age. Some of my greatest growth and some of the things that I had taken on was when I reached over the age of 50. And they used to say that I don't know why people there are so fearful of getting old and they stuck in themselves and feeling as if they can't do anything else. They can't be creative. They can't learn anything else and so on. So that is another thing that I believe is another lesson to be learned, that getting older there should be no fear. When you get older, it comes with wisdom. You have more confidence in yourself. You see different perspective of life. You can reason from different angles. And also it give you that confidence to not care. You would care less what persons have to say about you. So getting older, you kind of feel in that mellow vibes that, you know what, I really don't care what people think about me because this is me. When I was younger, maybe I would, think what others think about me and so on. But as I get older, to be honest, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, and there's still more to learn as you even get more older as well. So there's still things that lies ahead in the future. So don't be fearful of your age and what you can do and challenges that will come and how you will, you know, be what overcome those obstacles in life. You will be able to overcome them. So that is another one that is I think is a great one, because some people, even as they approach 40, they start, feeling depressed of things that they haven't accomplished, or as they get to 50, they start to worry about their retirement, their pension, this or that. But there's still time. There's still time. You try to make move, and that is why I said earlier, don't wait. And that is why I said in the earlier one, don't wait around for time to, you know, start doing what you need to do. Because getting older, you're going to have some drawbacks within yourself as to, and some fear as well, as if, to how you're going to accomplish certain goals in life. So don't be fearful of getting old. And, you can start a business, you can start being creative, you can do so many things I've learned to be on a DJ set. I bought myself a actual DJ set. I have it right here. What do you call it? Serato. Yes, I can't really move my camera right now, but the Pioneer DJ set. I've been learning that. I've been learning that, and it's just the other day I bought that and deciding that, oh, I'm gonna play my music in that way. And on TikTok, I open my camera. I have, a live streaming going on TikTok. I've never dreamt of doing these things, so I try to fit in myself in the this current social media and what's going on, and look at me now, and I'm here creating YouTube video. I'm not sure about any of this, but I still attempt doing these things. I am doing beekeeping and so on, and honey make bottling honey and doing these things. So there's so many things that you can do in life. And you know age is just a number. I don't want to say age is just a number in a loose way, but don't become fearful of aging. That's what I want to say. I don't want to say just age is just a number in just any regular way, but I just want to encourage persons getting older. Like, there are different things that you can learn to do and make yourself useful and make your mind useful. So yes, don't be fearful of getting older. Don't let society or people out there telling you, especially us as women, you're an old woman, your time is done, you're this, you're that, you're that. No, no, no. We have so much to contribute to ourselves and to others. Okay, guys? So, yes. Now, who can guess the fifth lesson that I've learned? You're going to love this one. Learn to enjoy your own company, right? Learn to enjoy your own company. That's one of my favorite one, right? This is a like this kind of lesson has changed my life. I kind of just wrote something here, guys. There was a time when I feel that I always needed to have people around, or that constant, you know need for someone to follow me to go here or there, or that, need to do something all the time. No, I have learned to be able to sit in my own quiet moment, spend times in my thoughts, with my own thoughts, create my own happiness, because happiness really starts with you. You can go for a walk. I like to go for a walk anyway. I like to go sit beside the lake or any water, whether lake, river, whatever, running water, listen to the birds, just sit with nature, just sit with nature. That is my happy moment. Most people, I'm sure some people love, to be around nature, reflect on life. And, when you start reflecting on how blessed you are and start to reflect on, life and you find that it takes very, very little to create your own happiness. And as I mentioned before, I play my music, I do my own thing at home, I play my own, games and stuff like that. So being in your own company is the best thing. In that way, you're not depending on anyone to create that environment for you, or to create that safe space for you, or to create that happiness for you. Because really and truly, your happiness starts with you. Your happiness ends with you. And that is the reason why when you're looking for someone, make sure that person, they are on the same level as you in terms of their self-care, their self-love. Because sometimes nowadays, by the time you talk 2 sentences with a person, you can know that something is not right, something is going on with them. And it's very easy. You're very sensitive to to something, when people are not happy and they're looking. Yeah, so now I have learned to enjoy quiet moments and, sit in my own thoughts and things like that. And being able to depend on your own company. And that I feel that's a very powerful place to be. It's a very powerful place to be. And I hope someone can, attest to what I'm saying, being in your own company, it's a very it's a very powerful thing for you to own back that, power, whether you're a male or female, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. I mean, that is a very powerful place to be. Learn to enjoy your own company. So guys, those are my 5 lessons that I've learned in life. Wish I'd learned them earlier, but nothing happened before the time. And so as we go along in life, we keep learning, and I'm sure there are much more for me to learn. So of course, life continues to teach us new things every day. I'd love to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts? So what are one of the lessons that took you years to learn, like what I have here? So leave your answers in the comment below. And if you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, share it with someone who may want a little encouragement today. And I want to thank you so much for being here with me. Thanks for sitting. Thanks for listening to my video. And I will see you in the next video. So bye for now. Peace.